Yo guys, how you all doing today? It's BlockSeven guys. I'm back for another video and the season starts now. Guys, as I said in the intro there, the season starts today. We are back in Premier Sport Cup group stage match today against Clyde at Easter Road. And I'm not going to lie, I am thoroughly looking forward to today. I'm not going to go into last season too much because, you know, last season, as we all know, it was an unmitigated disaster for Hibs for numerous reasons. Obviously, I said about it in a video just recently. Well, I say recently, it was a couple of weeks ago, but in my last one or two videos, you know, the season has been an absolute disaster, from back to front. The pitch just now, from top to bottom, it was an unmitigated disaster. But over the summer, obviously, we've got a new manager now. Lee Johnson's came in. We have obviously brought in a new couple of players as well. So I'm going into today's game cautiously optimistic. Okay? Cautiously optimistic. Before I go any further as well, guys, I'm just going to get a wee bit of housekeeping out the way. The lads from BlockSeven have asked me to give them a wee shout out in the video. Obviously, they're going to be doing a new display coming up for the Derby match in August. I know they have put a GoFundMe page up. I'm going to leave the link to that in the description box below. Please head over there and donate as much as you possibly can to these guys. The more money we put in, obviously, the better the display that comes at the Derby. So let's do that for the lads, okay? Because to be fair to the boys, whenever they have been asked to do a display, they've always delivered. So, you know, shout out to the boys for BlockSeven. Obviously, talking about the game today, I'm not going to go on too much about Clyde because I don't really know too much about them. I think Danny Lennon was the manager for them. I could be wrong. Again, obviously, things have kind of went a bit sideways for them. I know, obviously, they have been in the lower reaches of the pyramid the last couple of years. The likelihood is I don't think they'll ever get out where they are just now. As I say, I'm not going to go on about them too much because, as I say, I don't know too much about them. It is all about Hibs today and how we approach the game today. Now, obviously, you know, we looked at games last season where, you know, these are the games we should have really won. Games that we should have won and we didn't. So hopefully, you know, today the attitude is going to be completely different for Hibs and we're going to go into today's game where we've made a positive attitude and we're going to come away with 3 points. I really do believe that is going to be the case. From all intents and purposes just now, the feeling that I'm getting from Lee Johnson and from Hibs just now is it's very positive. I watched a few of the highlights of the games against Hartlepool and Burton Albion over in Portugal. I watched the highlights and it looked really good. Melkerson looks really sharp. Impressed with the new striker we've got as well. I'm not even going to attempt to try and pronounce his name. I'm going to have to learn it over the course of the season. Obviously, we've got the new winger coming in for Benfica as well. Obviously, these guys will only play today because of, you know, Brexit and everything like that. So thanks very much for that, Boris. But obviously, you know, we've still got a strong enough squad to in my opinion, to be beating Clyde today. Hopefully, it's going to be the case. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to end up getting 3 points on the board today and a good couple of goals into the bargain. But that being said, let's get to Easter Road. Let's cheer on the boys. first competitive game of the season, Hibernian 5, Clyde 0. Now, the scoreline, I'm not even going to say flatters us, because in that first half, we were unbelievably good. Now, I've left it a wee bit later to do the last part of my recording because I wanted to kind of see the reaction of people, on Facebook and Twitter and everything like that. And for the majority of folk, have said how well Hibs have done today. And obviously there's just that wee couple of idiots in our support that, we're still ganting. It's only League One Clyde that we're playing. Hibs this, Hibs that. And to be honest with you, Hibs are damned if they do and they're damned if they don't, don't they? I mean, yes, on the one hand you can argue and say that, yes, it was only Clyde that we were playing today, but let's not muck about. We played a League One team in the Scottish Cup last season and they nearly took us to penalties. So to put on that kind of performance today was completely night and day. Real positives in that game today. Doidge hitting his hat-trick. I hope that's going to be the catalyst for him to just go on and have a really good season. Melkerson getting his first goal at Easter Road after missing 2 sitters last season at Easter Road. The goal was fantastic. The celebration was even better. Delighted for Josh Campbell getting a goal. I think this is going to be a big season for him. But equally, it was good to see, Rocky getting a run out today. Rocky done quite well in the sense that, he defended really well. He won every header, threw in a good couple of tackles in there now and again. Yes, he still had a couple of moments of the match where your heart was in your mouth kind of thing, but listen, at the end of the day, we're always going to get that with a defender. McLennan coming on, he looked a really good player. That Kenneth looked a really good player as well. Again, I've talked about Doidge, I've talked about Melkerson. Stevenson was fucking outstanding today. Porteous was outstanding today. I would like to say David Marshall done well today, but truth be told, he hardly touched the ball. So I can't even say he done well. I mean, he done what I thought he would have done. He kept a clean sheet. But well done, everybody concerned today, because honestly, I think, despite the fact that I had optimism, and I did have a lot of optimism coming into the game, there was still that sort of lingering doubt that, that this could have been a banana skin for us today. And I'm glad in a lot of ways that we've avoided that. We've really avoided that, and we put on a really good show. Now, this just goes to show that we can go away into these games now with a wee bit of confidence now and just, keep moving forward. And I hope that that's going to be the case. Fair play to Lee Johnson today. I'm glad that he got a result in his first game. I'm really glad for that. The difference, I have to say, from my point of view in Hibs today, for last season to the day was outstanding. The pressing was really good, the passing, the tempo. We hardly looked back today. Henderson looked a completely different player with his wee touches in there. And, this is, I'm not going to lie, I've seen the team today, and even looking at the team lineup today, still was better than anything that we put out last season. Do you know what I mean? That just goes to show that there is big improvements here. And to be honest, I think there's still more to come for this Hibs team. Bearing in mind, obviously, that most of the summer signings don't have their work permits yet, so they aren't going to be able to play until they get them. So they're going to add a whole different dimension when they come in. Honestly, just everything the day turned up rosy for Hibs. I know a lot of people will say we took the foot off the gas in the second half, which is completely true. We did, but by this point the game was won. We weren't chasing the game, and I know people will say, but we could have scored another couple. We could have, but at the same time, we were 5-0 up at that point. You know what I mean? And as I say, this is really good for me in the sense that, as I say, it's a competitive game under the belt. It's a clean sheet. It's 5 goals. When was the last time Hibs scored 5 goals in a game? That's a question I'll put to the floor. So everything turned up rosy today. A really top draw performance. I thought it was fantastic. All eyes to Tuesday now against Falkirk. Obviously, they're going to be a different proposition. Again, another League One team. But Falkirk are always that kind of team that are awkward. for some reason or another, they didn't like us. That all stems for their time in the Championship as well. They didn't like us. So, you know, there's a wee bit of rivalry feel there, I suppose. But, I mean, I'd still expect us to go away and absolutely hammer them on Tuesday. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But as I say, all things considered today, really, really good performance. And yeah, that confidence was correctly placed in my eyes. But we'll see how it goes for the rest of the time, guys. For the rest of this group stage campaign for the League Cup, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, all eyes to Tuesday. I'm going to leave the video there, guys. If you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel MoneyWinter75. Please give the video a like. It really helps me out when you do that. Please share it around your social medias if you need to. I'm going to leave a link to my social medias in the description box below. As I said in the first part of the video there, I'm going to leave the link to BlockSeven's GoFundMe page to go into the display for the game against Hearts. And yeah, we'll leave the video there, guys. But until then, see you later. Ciao.